Hello, everybody. It's me, Lord Singh, and today, I'm doing a FNAF theory tier list. This is going to be like a series covering any FNAF theory and theory, and there are a lot. One that I had to make a part two of, because there is a lot of FNAF theories in there here, and this is going to be the tier list. First, start with being confirm, if y'all guys can see it real good. Confirm tier list. Wait, to me, that being theories that even though that is not actually confirmed, but it is confirmed because they have most emphatic evidence to back up and make it seem like it's true. And it just seems basically confirmed to me because there are so many evidence that cannot go against it. And we go to the believing option, which is just beliefs that I believe. If the most likely suggestion with theories that almost at this point is true, is almost about to be true. We have the unlikely suggestion with theories that are unlikely, along with very unlikely suggestion, if y'all guys can see it. And we have the debunk suggestion, which is a theory that I believe to be debunk or don't have no evidence to back it up theories anymore. And then we also have joke, which basically theories that just take as be joke. And then lastly we have the category of what those theories even mean, because there are a lot of FNAF theories out there that I do not know. There are a lot of FNAF theories that have names that I don't understand and the concept of and it could be kind of confusing me what those theories are. So I'm just gonna put in what this theory is evil about session. First started with 13 theory the 13 theory, and this is the one that I just found out, and I don't know what to mean, but I was seeing that it's basically the same of the 14 theory, with basically to the vengeful spirit, and I do not believe that Charlie is the vengeful spirit. So this will probably go once again. This is a theory that I don't know. Maybe it's not about that. Maybe about something else. But all I know, it could be about Charlie being the vengeful spirit. And so for now, I'm just gonna put in what's that theory is about session. Now let's go to who February. No, not February. 14 theory. So this theory is about Golden Fate being the vengeful spirit. And I always believe that Golden Fate is the vengeful spirit because I believe to be Andrew. And I also believe that Andrew is in the games. And so to me, it would go to we'll say the unlikely session. Because to me, Golden Fate is not the vengeful spirit in my eyes. Because there's kind of more evidence going to Earth entropy, which I don't want to talk about in this video. Maybe a future video. But yeah, let's go to this one. Which basically a theory. With this theory is basically about FNAF 2 taking place before FNAF 1, which is pretty much confirmed. It's pretty much confirmed. There's no debate of it. Wait, one after two. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this theory is obviously debunked. This theory is always debunked. Then we have FNAF 4 taking place after FNAF 1, which I do believe, but I also believe that it takes place during FNAF 3. But FNAF, like, this one to me goes to like a firm session because FNAF 4 is technically taking place, at least the gameplay itself does take place in FNAF 1 because of phone guys calls and the fact that we know we have a plus mic for FNAF 4 and the fact that phone guys calls does have the phone calls for FNAF 1 tell us that FNAF 4 does take place at FNAF 1 sometime at FNAF 1. So it goes to confirmed category. Then we go to FNAF 4 taking place in FNAF 3, which I do still believe, but not really because it's wait a minute ago. Wait, I forgot to put like a confirmed session. Yeah, I kind of forgot to put like a confirmed session. Like a don't believe. Like a cool, but don't believe. Yeah, I completely forgot to put like a don't believe in category. There. Mm. So yeah, like I said, I do believe that like I even believe that FNAF 4 takes place during FNAF 3, so I do think that could be possible, but I don't. But yeah. Then we go to Sister Kitten taking place after FNAF 4, which to me, good to believe in session. Then we have FNAF 4 her doing FNAF 3, which always how we believe, so just go to believe in session. Then we have the fourth body box, which I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean that that the fake kid child? Oh, Cassie's in there. I forgot the meaning about what this supposed to mean. What this theory supposed to mean? Like, does it mean that Cassie's inside the box from FNAF 4, or the Bifidum inside the box under the theory of Bifidum being Cassie or the fifth child kid? Like, I forgot the meaning of that. So we'll go to what that theory is about. I do not know what this is. I'm just going to skip that. Then we got Abby Buff. Abby but I don't know how to say this. It's basically about how Abby is basically like a Elizabeth in the movie tree, which I can understand that, and I do believe that one. But I do believe that, even though I do believe the theory, I believe that Abby put like the opposite of Elizabeth, that be not being raised by her, and that if like I would not be surprised that there will be Elizabeth in the FNAF. I mean, in the FNAF 3 movie. We do see baby circus baby in there, so that's it about. But yeah, Elizabeth, yeah, Abby bought. I mean, I'm just gonna And what we said is going to kind of belief category. As for Abby Beefy, no. I'm just gonna put unlikely as Garrett is most like a a bite victim stay in the movie because about how Mike Lee has skill of not watching his boy just like Michael does in FNAF 4 or in FNAF 4. So yeah. Then we have, which is the theory of the box being the plushies, which I can see believe in. Like I could see believe in that. Like I could believe that. Mm. Do I want to play in the belief in category? Because I do see the theory. Maybe. How about that? How about this? Let me go add another slide. See. Unsure. I hope I spell unsure right. Wait, hold on. Maybe. Maybe. Hope I spell maybe right. Because I can't spell real good. But yeah, it's going to the maybe section. As real, but I spell maybe right. Then we have the adopted blow, which is basically of Michael being adopted, which no. Because I'm pretty sure that Mulder was to confirm that Michael and William are related, that William does accept him as his son. So yeah, to me it's going to be like in the bunk category. Because how we know that Michael does look like his father from sister location, and for Mulder was it basically tells us that William doesn't really accept him as his kid. Which is messed up. But yeah. Then we have the adults save them, which basically of the save them being adults, which like I was putting an unlikely category because I just find very unlikely it needs to be adults. Because adults like it could be possible, but I just find it unlikely. You have the adult theory, which is something that some now guys has will be like traumatized. Which you don't know, adult theory is basically about how this one guy who made like a theory, like adult theory is a theory that when before Sister Kitchen like came out, how in that we had like the first teaser of Sister Kitchen. Some people, who especially one who coined this theory, which I forgot the name of, or can't remember it, but made this theory how the place from Sister Kitchen would take place like an adult establishment place. And yeah. But as I know, when Sister Kitchen came out, it could debunk. It was Scott debunking himself. Of which is why. Then we have then we have the Abden's happiest day, which is a theory of how that one scene from FNAF was Omen Consequences, and it's basically like the ending, basically like how they these two shadow figures, these three shadow figures, is actually Elizabeth and Michael and the clown child being like in this being happy to say, which I could believe. which I do believe, but I don't really believe. It was a good theory, but I do not believe it. Then we have out the midnight hours, which is the theory that's about that midnight hours is about the evidence, which I would say in the most likely category. Was like a category and because of a lot of things that's pointed out to often being the midnight was person due to 5 laps of Freddy's. You know that is what was canceled, what seems like it, but doesn't mean that the evidence is that 5 and it cannot really take as granted. Like if it wasn't usual, why was God like cut out the whole car, purple car thing from 5 laps a day to talk, especially the discussion talk about how the purple car is used for like a one-way crime with some to relate to him. Yeah, this goes to the most likely session. Then we have Aggie course, which basically that Burn Child possessed by that the course in Burn Child actually does Aggie. This Aggie, this manifest Aggie, which I can believe. I see myself believe it. I still believe because Burn Trap, like if you actually look at Burn Trap's design, Burn Trap does not actually look out. Of course, he does have like flesh as to him. I mean, his head may be like a corpse head, but his body does not. It just look like it does have like flesh. Flesh. He doesn't have like no body parts in it. So yeah. And then we go to Agony drowning, which is basically like a theory that explains that the girl from that one Tales from the Pizza Place story, he's actually just Agony. He's from there. Like in the story, like I forgot the whole cause of the story, but in the story, there was this girl who was in this like VR game, and she was attacked by attached herself to that drowning him girl or person. I don't know. It's kind of complicated, but I will see and believe it. Like I know that David said that it's probably a Cassie, but I did used to believe that, but not anymore. But I will see that being the case. Then we have Agony Plus, which is basically a Flippant Plus being just being pushed by Agony, which I also believe to the belief in category to me. But the weird stuff, the favorite plus from FNAF 4's mini games. Even though I do believe that William is the final speaker from the last mini game, because about the different test cutter. Then we have Agony Tangle, which basically the blob from Security is possessed by Aggie creature. It's possessed by this Agony, which I also believe in the belief category, But I also believe that it's also possessed by the spirit, so it's probably going to the unsure category, along with probably Burn Trap as well too. Same goes to maybe the Agony trying one. But my marriage would probably change as it goes on. Then we have Agony. Agony, I can't know how to pronounce it. But we actually have Agony, the one you try to kill, which basically that the one you try to kill and you see is actually this Agony, not no spirit, which could see believe it, but not really. Like I could see believe it if that the Agony came from going Freddy, but I don't really believe it. Because I believe that the one you try to kill is Andrew. Yeah. Now we go with if Agony fit them. agony victim in my case is basically a theory of the by victim's pain and agony towards to the Fibber animatronic, like William states in the first book, how the spirits follow the fest and also the pain, and this will relate to this. So I do believe it and do see the case. So in fact, let's go to the most likely category. Now we have AI plush. And AI plush is basically like a theory that's, and in my eyes, in my logic, AI plush is basically a theory of the first plush just being like AI, which is a cool concept, but I don't believe it to be the case. But it would be a while though, or if it was the case. Then we have the our-way reactance with the basic theory of the our-way picture of the clown and the bear, her and the American, and the dummy American, and the master herself, be represented of the actance, which I mostly believe in. That's most likely true. That most likely true. Ooh. Yeah, and as for their same goes with that, but with William, Michael, and their baby this time. Which I very unlikely believe. Singles, they get same games from here, from FNAF 6, which I do not believe it. Like, let's go to the fate on, like, Glassville 2. Now we go to alternate Eleanor, which is basically a theory, like, I guess it's basically like a theory about how, if I can remember, cause I did look it up about the theory, but it's basically like a theory of Eleanor being, like, Eleanor does this in the games, and even I do not believe that sacrifice could not be caused up in the games timeline. Like, even I do not believe that sacrifice both in the games. I do believe that some of the elements will be in the games, and I do believe that the Interpit game is in the games timeline. So, to me, let's go to the belief in option. To me, now we go with alternate duo, which I do not understand the theory of. So I just look it up. I found that this is like basically the theory of Cassie and the bifurcated connected the conversation with the Farlaw book, and that had Charlie is part of it, but with the fair test, which I do not understand. But let's go to a Westgate don't believe it. Don't believe it option. Come on. Come on. Now we have Andrew fifth, which is the basic theory of Andrew being the fifth kid, which no, is obviously Cassie, and this is clearly debunk to me. Because Andrew cannot be one. It's because Andrew, we have Andrew being an Afton, which I see unlikely. Which I very see unlikely. I guess William, because I do not believe that William don't care about his kids, but I don't think they want to kill them. And plus, in the flights, Andrew doesn't seem to be related to William at all. Which, yeah. To an unlikely session or debunk session. Let's put in the fake unlikely session for now. Now we have Andrew basically like attached itself to William, which, yes, most likely. most likely being the case in the games and in the books. In the books as they apply, they did. Now we go to Andrew Boy Spirit, which is basically the way of Andrew being a boy in the games, which, if you ask me, will be most likely confirmed. As why would he change? As why would he change Andrew's gender to be a girl? Like, we're in the games, if they is a vengeful spirit from there, like, I do not really see it being the case. There will Andrew being the DCI, which I find unlikely, very unlikely to be the case. As why would he be the most important spirit out of all the DCI spirits? You have Andrew being Eleanor, which it was also a theory that I also believe, but don't think so. In fact, I find it unlikely, or just very unlikely to be the case. Ace. There have Andrew being Emily, which have no evidence to be to be honest, and so be treated as being like does a head canon. So it's basically like does a head canon for the most part. Hmm. But at this, let me write that down. Head canon with no evidence to begin with. I put it gray just because I like it to be gray like here. So yeah. They have Andrew being an experiment victim of Williams in the FNAF 4 bedroom area, which I see as most likely due to how under the idea of Andrew being the vengeful spirit, his neighbor did say that this William, like this is how it feels. Talk about the term that has that William is going through. So this could be the reason why Andrew is vengeful towards William, because William experimented with Andrew and then he there kill him, then he goes on to get his then Andrew go on to get his payback and torture William and to say what he did to him. So I do believe him, but I don't at the same time. I mostly believe that William just killed Andrew somewhere, where, somewhere, here, or directly after causing